type for Jimmy smoking some pot, so pass it around while we go downtown, turn the frown around. We're all living in a mad head of fun. Take my hand now, babe, I'll be your best friend. Take some time to miss the West Coast Thailand. You are now a part of his big master plan. Fighting a world full of all these haters, people in the everybody's even like it. Drugs in our school, everybody gets a name. All of the children say hip hip hooray. Look into my eyes, tell me you're clean. You are going on if you know what I mean.
What's up, Kiss Army? My name is Joe, and this is your 20-minute Kiss Fix. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. A couple of things I wanted to talk about before we got started. Obviously, this weekend, we're going to be talking about if Kiss had gone on tour, what would the set list look like? Sonny, Lee, and I will be doing the show this weekend, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That will be the place to be Sunday night. We're each going to pick 15 songs up till, in Kiss's history, up until The Elder was released, and those will be the songs that we choose from. Also, the topic was chosen by our Patreon subscribers. If you haven't checked out our Patreon yet, go to patreon.com, look up Podcast Rock City. Once a month, we're letting our Patreon subscribers pick our subject, pick what we're going to talk about. This week, it just so happens to be Elder set list. Anyway, so to go along with that, I wanted to watch FLO and EDDIE. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. Hey, Half Ace. Hey, Darth Shredder. Good to see you guys. My room is wrecked because I'm moving. I'm trying my best to take apart everything that's not in the picture before we move next week. This way, by the time we move, I can still do my shows with the same background. But it's a shambles over there. It's like there's probably 20 boxes full of Kiss stuff and my son's stuff for that matter. Anyway, John G. Clark, what's up? FLO and EDDIE was an inspiration for the Heavens on Fire video. I agree. We're going to talk about that. Also, next Friday, I'm going to talk about Kiss in Australia. Now, if any of you guys are watching from Australia, obviously, when we're doing this show in the U.S., it's the night before. You're waking up the morning, the day after we're getting ready to go to bed. So here, it's the 27th. You're waking up on the 28th. So next Friday, when we do our show, I guess you guys will be waking up in time to see Kiss that day. If any of you guys are going, and you want to do the show with me that morning. So it'll be 10 p.m. here. I don't know what time it'll be there. I know that it'll be mid-morning, I think. Anyway, if there was this machine that we held in our hand. Hey, Siri, what time is it in Australia? So it's noon there. Okay, so anyway, if you want to come on the show and talk and hang out and let us know what you're expecting or hoping to see, that will be great. You can shoot me a line at podcastrockcity1, that's the number 1, at gmail.com. Let's go ahead and do this, man. So I've watched this before. I don't know how many of you guys have, but it is not good. It's not good. But it shows where Kiss was during the Elder. So let's go ahead and check this out, man.
And Howard Kalin. FLO and EDDIE's guests tonight are Kiss. Aha! And now, from our studios in the heartbeat of New York City, Times Square, I'm Vince Manzi. And these are,
can you guys hear that?
FLO and
Let me know if you can hear it, okay?
Oh, no. Look who came through the frame. Hi. Hello. Hey. Paul.
I just want to know something right now. You guys want to be called Flo and Eddie or Mark and Howard?
Oh, Flo and Eddie.
Oh,
Okay. Sit down there. What about Sylvia and Harriet? Would you hook this on?
All right.
Hey, I would like to introduce. I can't believe it. Here, Gene Simmons.
I can't believe where.
Where? I mean, this is unplanned. Paul Stanley of Kiss. All right. Here. Hi, everybody. All right. Okay.
Of course, when I press it, nothing happens.
Yeah, you push it. It's good to see you
Nice
guys.
to see you guys too.
You look so good.
Well,
Look
how
at
does
you.
it feel like being big?
You know, one of the things about this video that's crazy is the fact, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but at the beginning of, I think, the Anaheim show, there's these two guys on stage dressed in like weird makeup and costumes and announcing, "You are the best, you got the best Kiss," and they're still on the stage when they're coming down. It's those two dudes. That's just something I thought. I'm sure you guys already know that already.
Time New York guys over here.
What do you mean? Television?
Well, he saw the jacket.
Television, everything. Yeah.
I know he saw the jacket and went
He
in.
walked in and I saw that jacket and I just said,
Uptown.
Look at you guys.
It's really an honor to be interviewed by Walt Whitman.
"That's right."
Okay, that's really good.
Paul, you get to take that machine home with you after this.
Oh, you're never gonna bomb again, Paul, with that machine.
Look at all the girls here.
Yeah, that was part of the
Part of the agreement.
It's in our rider.
How have you guys been?
Good.
You look fantastic. You've like shortened the
That's right.
golden manes.
Yeah,
And
tomorrow we go for Mohawks.
oh, when was the last time that we actually did something together where we worked?
Last night.
Sexually or?
No.
I see that.
Professionally.
Professionally, we did a show.
1976. It was Anaheim Stadium with.
I'm glad you remember that too.
Of course. It was August the 24th because it was,
I have a very.
it was the day before my birthday, you guys.
That's right.
Yeah, I must say,
16.
I have a vivid memory because I
Well, you
remember you
scared the
guys
heck
scared
out
the
of us.
hell out of us.
The hell
That
out
was
of
what
us.
it
Well,
was.
you guys look pretty strange too. You didn't just.
You dressed us up.
Right. The best thing about that was I remember coming down at the beginning of the show, big opening number, and they're out there and they didn't know where to go and they're just looking around. There's bombs going.
You had the
off.
mortar shells on
That's right,
stage,
all over.
and you
You
didn't
didn't
tell the road
us.
crew.
Well, you didn't ask.
It's
I
really
didn't.
no
You
explosions.
guys
My heart stopped.
You
I'm an
know,
older guy. I
Ever
went into
since that
cardiac.
night,
Now you are, but before.
ever since
I
that
was
night,
older,
Howard and I have always thought that we'd like to do something to just kind of repay you guys for that.
Yeah, like what?
Okay,
Well,
like
just gotta
well,
get back at it.
we
you
went
know.
and found some photos, and I think tonight we can honestly say we are going to
They're a little
reveal.
nervous. They're
Kids.
a little scared.
We're going
Oh,
to show
no.
photos of you guys without this makeup.
I don't think those pictures exist.
No. We have. You remember
Oh,
the
we got
radio
'em.
show you did with us? You remember the photographer
Sure.
I
Getting
had
scared
there?
now.
I'll tell you his name. Elderman.
Okay.
Brad Elderman.
Right? And you had the funny glasses on, and you kept saying, "No, hey, my
Nope.
manager's not going to let us." Okay, look at this.
Where's it?
You're kidding. No, you're going to ruin the whole thing.
No. We can't ruin the thing.
Just think of the
right
letters
so-
you're going to get from fans.
This right. Hey, we got a big fan right over there too. This right here,
Well, let's
ladies and
give it up
gentlemen,
to
is
fans.
going to
Turn
be
on
the
the
very first time this has been shown.
Look, we
on
haven't even
television.
opened this. Hermetically sealed.
Hermetically sealed.
Now you guys are.
Wait a minute.
Are you ready?
I don't want to see it.
Very delicately handled here.
Okay. Do we have a camera lined up on this? Because I want you to take a guess who this is.
I don't know if
okay?
you guys should do this.
Okay.
I don't either, but we're going to risk it. Here we
Here
go.
we go. This is the first one.
A young Gene
Take
Simmons.
a look at those thighs.
Okay.
Look at that top that's sitting right up there.
Look at this. Can you
The
tell us?
resemblance
That's
is
young
there.
Elvis over there.
You can tell by the beginning of the ponytail.
How old were you actually when this photo?
56 or 57, I think.
1957 or
No, 57 years old. Charles
That's right.
Coleman.
Can you hold that?
I'd say I was about.
Would that mean that this
months,
here
yeah.
is the young Paul?
Look at the eyes, right? You can tell the eyes.
Oh no, I got a clearer picture of Paul with the eye.
really developed.
When it really
Hold that up there.
Okay.
This is natural.
Notice the picture isn't showing his ear. You guys notice that? That's pretty interesting. That even like when he was a baby, they made sure that they took a picture and they didn't show his ear. I don't know, man. Is that weird? And it's like they were conscious, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an act they
do here. This is their skin. Wait,
I think, look at this one. We have a good one, too. We have
developing
Gene,
here.
too.
Oh,
Just in case. I object.
now your fans are
Abject
This is
poverty.
wonderful.
Is that good? Listen, that guy looks... You guys were sweet. This picture, honestly, when I saw this picture...
Where's the tongue? That's what I want to know.
This is a fan. You got the tongue. Show them the tongue just so they know it's coming. You don't mind?
Available for bar mitzvahs, weddings, everything. Where's the
camera? He's going to give me that one right there.
I'll
Any
give
one
me
of
the
those.
tongue,
They all work.
but no sandwich, just the tongue.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Okay, just ask you a couple questions. You got a new record. You got a new look. You guys are out on tour.
This is the Jordache look.
Very sporty. You can jog in that probably, not even get noticed in this town.
I played yesterday in San Francisco. So
Was
Oh,
the
got our new record.
Yeah, was the Elder? Was this all written around? It's basically a total concept record. Is this the first time you've done that?
The Elder started as a story first. We don't want to get too heavy-handed about this. But the Elder started as a story first, and then we decided to do another record with Bob Ezrin because we had already done one in 1976. And then everybody got very excited about the story, and we decided to sit down and write a collection of songs that would basically outline the whole story. And thus was born the saga of the Elder.
Does it scare you even a little bit to get tagged into a concept album? I mean, does it?
Yeah.
So did Paul just play like laughter when he said the saga of the Elder? Okay, I don't want to stop it too many more times, but let's be fair. He just played laughing. Thank you.
Well,
awesome.
if guys come out looking like us, you really have to be above fear. We really, we pretty much wind up doing what we want to do, irregardless of what people think.
Probably nowadays it's not as hard, but maybe in the earlier days when it was like really a pure thing, making your records and so forth. What was it like picking up reviews of critics saying the music has nothing to do with this band?
It's secondary to the look.
The thing that made it so easy to take was the fact that we were selling out the Forum 3 nights in a row or the Garden 3 nights in a row. And
there's the Garden on the tape. So it was easy to just kind of ignore any kind of...
It was real simple. And the funny thing that's happening now is we're getting reviews on the Elder about brilliance. All of a sudden we've grown brains.
Waking up to the quality after all this time.
So what's that? Hey,
What does that sign say?
what does that say? Intro videotape.
That's right. Go ahead. Do it.
Well, this is a videotape.
Uh-huh.
There you are.
Well, here's a more serious one. When the Earth was young.
This is us being very artsy. This is a beautiful videotape of a wonderful song called World Without Heroes.
We can look at it right back here.
I'll watch it back here.
And you're going to
Notice at the end, Gene cries. And nobody has cried on anything of this sort since that Indian, when the kids throw the garbage and the guy sitting on.
Oh, you haven't been in the audience.
Yikes.
Okay,
let's watch it.
Intro videotape.
Okay, it's intro.
That one shot there gets me a lot of girls.
The one with the tears.
The eyes, the pensive kind of
Are you using any? Okay. Would there have been a time that you guys looked at each other and said, "Hey, let's make this album of just pure music, and let's just toss this stuff off and see if we can't just make this record"?
Okay, can you imagine going up to Superman and saying, "Why don't you get rid of that S with the cape and stuff?"
That's right.
Just-
Groucho, the cigar doesn't work. Dump it.
That's right. I mean, it just makes you look special. Why don't you take it off and be ordinary like everybody else? No.
I think also, if the album is supposed to be so musical, and that's what people are telling us, for us to drop the makeup now would be like, well, we're coming out from behind the makeup and we're doing real.
Oh, they'd really jump on you then, right?
We don't want to make any excuses for what we do, and we don't owe people explanations. We still look like Kiss, and we'll play whatever we want to play.
No, that's great. There was a time when I used to wear my hair in this style.
And we have pictures of it to prove it.
Right? And then I even have the tongue, so I can't possibly get it.
Well, it moves.
Yeah, but I don't have the same. You have
the glasses.
The glasses too. If I took the glasses,
Maybe if you had like circles
over my eyes, it would work. A couple of old, things like this. Will you do us a favor?
Get out.
Sign our door.
On the way out.
Sign this door.
Well, we don't want to leave yet.
Hey, sign the door and come back. You can intro another tape. Oh, yeah, you got to take the microphone off.
That's right.
Okay? Look, and then to put on the applause, and then go here.
All right.
Excuse me, Chuck Berry.
Here's a kid. Gene. Here's another one. Oh, oh God, I'm sorry, I just can't handle that noise. Yeah.
Yeah, you used to have the big things on you. In the studio on the other side, there's a whole group of girls waiting for you guys, I promise.
Bye, everybody. All right. Gene. Bye-bye.
Fantastic. Whoa. Sit over here. Okay, there we go. And you can catch us playing with Kiss in your nearest locker room somewhere. It's quite honest. We'll be right back.
We'll be back in a minute.
Hey, that's looking pretty.
Okay, so now we're at the point that everybody talks about the most. I mean, they talked about the Elder and how they had an idea for a story. They didn't go too deep into it or anything like that. But this right here, I remember the first time I saw this, and maybe you guys, the first time you saw it, felt the same way. But I was embarrassed for them. I was like, I cannot believe that this is where my favorite band is. This is what they're doing in the with these guys. I mean, these guys are goofy, you know, and that's what they are. But I cannot believe Kiss said, yes, we'll do this. It's really shocking. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Here we go.
Come on, baby. You can do it, baby. Come on, baby. You can do it. You can do it, baby. Real fire. On the fire. Yellow. You can do it. Come on, Bubble. You can do it. Come on, baby. Hey, baby. Come on. We're losing our technical effects. Come on, baby.
I mean, that was our demon. That was our demon sitting there doing a little move and a little gesture and saying, you know, I'm not sure. I mean, do you think that they left that studio, got in their car or whatever kind of car it was, probably a limo, looked at each other and went, what the hell did we just do? I mean, they had a smile on their face, and maybe they had fun. Maybe they had fun. But all I'm saying is that's not our demon. Like catching a hippopotamus, I think that's what that was. Catching a hippo through a hula hoop with toilet paper being lit on fire and then thrown through the hoop. And somebody said that was the inspiration for Heaven's on Fire video. Yeah, I've heard that before too. I don't know. I don't think it's true, but it is. It's a interesting thing that happened. Anyway, all right. So that's what we did today. I'm hoping to see you guys Friday. Everything depends on what's going on around here, but I'll definitely see you on Sunday for Podcast Rock City, and our discussion will be that our Patreon people picked it. If you haven't checked out our Patreon, go to Patreon. It's free for a week. It doesn't cost you anything. And then we have cool giveaways. If you sign up or when you sign up, we have some cool giveaways. And there's a ton of stuff already on there that'll get you through a good amount of time. What was that? I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Podcast Rock City 1, that's the number 1 at gmail.com. And, I'm going to say that my name is Joe. You're the Kiss Army. And I'm out of here in 3, 2, 1. Peace.